Do you know how to spot when a woman is really pissed off? Well, whether you know how to detect those subtle signals of scorched earth intentions or not, you're about to see all the body language signals of a Spice Girl Geri Halliwell with husband Christian Horner and a sexting scandal. The pop star was said to be relieved and elated that her husband was clear of any wrongdoing following a 3-week internal probe for inappropriate behavior, but a string of WhatsApp messages between Horner and a female staff, which also mentions Geri, were leaked to journalists from an anonymous email, and said messages, well, let's say that they scored pretty high on the inappropriate scale. Hello, welcome back, my body language buddies. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the body language guy, and make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss any of my body language analysis and tips. Let's get down to it. There are plenty of pictures, but let's start with this video of Geri and Christian arriving at the Bahrain Grand Prix. I usually prefer to take a look at clips instead of images because movement can tell a lot, especially when it comes to a couple and there is a mutual body language interaction. But as you can see, the footage we have moves a lot and it's not well focused on them. Even so, we can spot a few signals. Geri's neck is tense and straight and her lips are a bit pressed. Christian, on the other hand, is leaning a bit onto her and has his left hand in his pocket. The walking is okay, I guess, but we will need to compare with other appearances to confirm that their body language here is saying something out of the ordinary. Pictures of the event confirm what we could barely see on that video. First of all, they are walking quite separate from each other. You could almost fit another person in there. No pun intended, but it's a bit odd. Also, both of them have their lips pressed, which is an usual sign of being frustrated or upset or that something is bothering them. We can't tell that it is about being together or there are couple troubles yet, but this is a signal that we need to keep in mind. If we are going to use pictures to analyze a situation, in this case a couple, it's a good idea to check as many angles as possible. And in other pictures from other moments, we see that the stiffness and the tension is still there. Now, it's important to assess Geri and Christian's body language from their body language baseline. And a great idea is to compare with similar moments. We could have pictures like this one, which was in 2015 and just married. Well, it was not a Grand Prix event, so it's not a good of a reference. But this one is a much better reference in terms of couple body language. This was at the Monaco Grand Prix on May 2023. And this is a similar situation to the one that we are analyzing on this video. They are arriving, they are holding hands, but you see that they are walking close together. Geri doesn't have her lips pressed and her neck looks a bit relaxed. She's leaning a bit onto him and pretty much the opposite that we have seen so far. But let's make a direct comparison with these two pictures. On the left, you see them embracing at the Italy Grand Prix on September 2023. And on the right, well, their current appearance. You don't have to be a body language expert to at least notice the vast difference in body closeness and openness between these two pictures. In Italy, a full embrace in which the bodies literally fuse with each other and there's a full body and skin contact. That's not something that you can fake easily. You have to feel comfortable with your spouse to show this in public. But in this one, he's pulling her to his body and you can feel the tension on her back and on her neck. Like she wants to pull away with no feedback with her arms. She's uncomfortable. But the most important detail of this picture when Christian is pulling Geri is her face. It's really tense and you can make out her clenched jaw as we have seen in many other instances in other analyses. Also, she's bringing her head back as far as she can to not establish skin contact and he's making sure to push that skin contact on her. It is uncomfortable to watch. It's like this other picture later that day when they were on the stands among other people and they had to be really close to each other. you see Christian leaning onto her to tell her something, and Geri, instead of leaning towards him so she can hear better, she leans away and keeps her lips pressed, as in she doesn't want to be near him. Let's keep comparing scenarios barely months apart, like the photo on top, another snapshot from the Monaco Grand Prix on May 2023, and the current picture on the bottom. In these recent pictures, you would be hard-pressed to find a single instance in which Geri was smiling. She was just not into it. Now check this one out from their current photos. We see the same signals that we have checked out so far. The tense neck, the pressed lips, there's a general discomfort in her. And I guess that it doesn't help that he's putting his hands on her shoulders, which is a dominating gesture. But just a few months back in Italy, he did these same dominating gestures, but Geri felt much more relaxed and okay with them. Also, look at how close they are together. I found it funny that at some point they sat down to have a break from the event, and Geri positioned herself with her back to literally everything. I mean, the only thing she had in front of her was a wall, a screen, and of course Christian. I don't think this was because she wanted to focus on him, of course. I think this was because she didn't want people to see her upset face. And around the same time, we also got this photo of a kiss. I would say that's mostly okay. But what tells me that she's not comfortable is that she kept her thumb between her palm and his back. Like she's not relaxing and embracing him with her full palm. And he's also pushing the kiss onto her a bit. It certainly doesn't help that, well, let's say that Geri is not in the best position to complain. In 2013, Beverly Allen, who was Christian Horner's long-term partner of 14 years, gave birth to their daughter, Olivia. And several months later, Christian and Geri got together and were already engaged by 2014. So some people say that Geri should have seen this coming, because the timeline checks out. Anyway, since they are public figures, this serves as a great example in body language analysis. And this is regardless of what's your opinion of Geri Halliwell, or if karma has anything to do with it. I think it's more that if you live by the sword, don't expect to die in any other way. Your mileage may vary, though. The easiest way to spot if someone's body language has changed is to take a look at their baseline or their usual body language. That's how you can compare apples to apples, and especially if the event or circumstances that you are analyzing repeat over time. It's not the same going to a movie premiere than to be in charge of winning a Grand Prix, so make sure you keep your body language comparisons in the same category. But sometimes you won't have a body language baseline because you don't have a previous footage, or you are watching someone in real time, or meeting them for the first time. In that case, remember that there are certain body language signals that, when stacked, they can help you reach a solid conclusion, even if you're meeting them for the first time. My body language buddies, don't forget to download my free 100 body language tips in the description of this video if you want to read people like a book. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas, I'm the body language guy, and remember, much love and bliss.